Wendy just wanted to have an issue. Wendy wanted to have an issue. Wendy, I guess, was looking for a moment. But like Wendy, you have the same selective outrage that you're accusing Gizelle of having. So what are we really talking about here? What's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here to talk Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 12, Shake the Devil Off. As always, if you guys have not already, subscribe, thumbs up the video, and then leave your comments, which I'm sure you will, down below. So the episode picks up where the last one left off, where they are at Karen's Love Lagoon party. So Wendy notices a dog is on the property, so they're asking Karen, "Hey, do you have a dog?" Y'all know she don't. So Jacqueline comes around the corner and she has these 8 heart balloons. Now, she said that she wants to act as if she wants to be like a weightlifter that is coming to bring peace and lift the weight off of Karen and the light with these citations. So she has 8 balloons for the 8 citations. Look. I do not believe in coming by somebody's house or going to somebody's event you were not invited to, right? This isn't a matter of, oh, Karen just didn't send me the invitation. You heard Karen say she does not want you there. That's different than, oh, there was a birthday party or somebody was having a party and they didn't give you a personal invitation. And you're like, okay, I'm going to just stop by. She literally did not give you an invitation. She didn't. So I don't know why. I do not like Jacqueline. I think Jacqueline is weird AF. This was silly to do. So she's passing out the balloons to the ladies, and Mia is like, Jacqueline was coming with love. No, she wasn't. Trespassing and crashing somebody's party after they told you verbatim, I do not want you near me. You are not welcome at my house. That's doing more than just coming with love, right? So Ray walks her out, okay, after Jacqueline passes out these balloons. Ray walks her out. He has his arm around her. Karen said, get your arm from around that woman. So Ray said, well, you got to go. Don't let the dog in. So they're standing in the street. And Jacqueline is like, well, I'm just going to stand right here. I'm not on her property. And I'm like, Jacqueline, what exactly are you trying to prove? The viewers are not going to be on your side about this. They're just not. So Mia is like, well, this isn't even Karen's property. She doesn't even own the house. She's renting. The audacity of you, Mia, when you have downsized apartments every season. Every season, you are downsizing and downsizing and downsizing and downsizing while you are renting every step of the way. So the nerve of somebody that lives in probably a 2-bedroom apartment to be worried about Karen renting this little mini mansion. You sound stupid, Mia. You sound absolutely stupid. So Ray goes back in. He's flirting with the mermaids, talking about, I want to get in the water with you. I said, Ray, okay. So he's talking to them while Karen is trying to get all these courses ready for dinner. Mia comes back and her and Karen get in a little back and forth about this while Kiana is asking if there's cheese in anything. She's allergic to cheese. Now, why Karen didn't ask if the ladies had any allergies, I don't know. Maybe Karen forgot. I mean, I thought Kiana and Karen were supposed to be like this. You don't know your homegirl is allergic to cheese? In the way that Karen was very dismissive, yes, there's cheese in everything. Then at the end, when she brings out these hurt cookies, if you have a dairy allergy, just don't eat it. I said, okay, you can tell Karen was stressed, right? So Stacy asked Mia if she knew that Jacqueline was coming. And Mia is like, well, she told me that she was going to stop by because she was in the area. We then find out that apparently Gizelle and Ashley didn't even hear about the citation. Gizelle's old simple ass was happy that she was getting a balloon. Ma'am, it's the little things for some people. So we see the ladies are at the airport getting ready to head to Panama. So Karen does not speak to Jacqueline because, I mean, why would she? So I loved Wendy's glasses. I love wireframe glasses, gold wireframe glasses. I have a pair. I don't wear them as much as I used to, but I want to get some more, but I loved her frames. Karen and Gizelle are talking to the side, and Karen is on some, you can't force me to be your friend, talking about Jacqueline. So Karen tells Gizelle that it's time for the ladies to get an OG check, and Gizelle agrees. Now, Gizelle ain't gonna check nobody because that's not what she does, but Karen's gonna get somebody together. Okay. So they're in the Sprinter van after landing, and Wendy wants to give her hostess announcements. So there are three villas so that everybody has their own bedroom. Nobody has to share, but they're going to be spread across the villas, which that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So it's a 2 hour ride from the airport to the resort. Oh my God. After flying for what? How long is that flight? Maybe 5.5, 6 hours. After flying for that long, to then have to ride in the car for 2 hours. Oh my God. I remember going to Jamaica, and after flying there, it took us like an hour or something like that bus ride to get to the resort. That shit is exhausting. It was dark by the time they got there. So while they're talking on the ride there, Stacy brings up that Ashley said that she has like a spidey sense or something about TJ. Ashley said, "Well, look, I just don't see the chemistry between the two of you. I just don't see it. And maybe that's just not for us to see." Stacey brings up that Kiana said that her and TJ have Christian kisses, which is basically the mwah, mwah. They have those type of kisses. Stacey is still in this act where I like Christian kisses. I'm sorry, but Stacey's attempt at naivete to me is not entertaining. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's stupid. It's stupid. Like it's actually annoying at this point. I couldn't imagine being around her in person with her navigating and acting like this. I can't stand when people that are of a certain age act silly like this. Why are you acting so stupid and aloof? Like, is that what you chose to do to come on the show? Did you think that that would be more entertaining or alluring in some capacity? Because it's lame. So Stacy then said that she is just not in a place where she is ready to have a romantic relationship while she is processing this divorce and until that divorce is over. Karen said, "Well, look, Stacy, you're the one that when you started talking about TJ, that was initially talking about how in love you guys were and how he loves you so much. You brought that conversation up." Now, remember last episode, I didn't recap it, but last episode, TJ was like, "Yeah, we're not in a relationship," agreeing with Gizelle. So I mean, Stacy is like, you've done this to yourself. So Stacy feels that the women are ridiculing her. She says it in her confessional. And as always, you need to worry about your men or lack thereof. You have a lack thereof too. You have a lack thereof too. So I don't get that. Like that wasn't the read that you thought it was going to be, Stacy. So Mia wants to tell Stacy that, look, I know that, we get on you or whatever, but it's going through a divorce is hard. And I'm proud of the mother that you are. And it's like, we're all in this together. Ashley then talks about how she really likes Josh and said that it's kind of scary because she likes him as much as she liked Michael. So Wendy is like, you can do better than Jack Harlow. Now this man ain't did nothing to y'all. Josh has done nothing. He hasn't done anything wrong. And then we find out that Ashley has had sex with Josh. Kudos to you. So they get to the resort and Wendy is passing out the villa assignments. So Wendy, Kay, and Mia are going to all be in the same villa. Which is probably the biggest one. Wendy wants to extend the same accommodations that Mia gave to her when they were in Lake Norman for it being her birthday. The next villa is Ashley, Karen, and Jacqueline. Mia said that not Mia, what's her name? Wendy said that she chose chaos. She chose violence by putting Karen and Jacqueline in the same villa, clearly. And then she has Gizelle and Stacy. Gizelle does not look excited. And Wendy is in her confessional saying that Stacy is going to get on Giselle's nerves, and that's what she wants. So, room assignments are complete. We get to dinner and the ladies are greeted by some dancers. So it looked like the village people, to be honest. So everyone's dancing and everything. All of a sudden, a man dressed as the devil pops up and starts dancing. And the ladies were all like, oh God, no, no. I think the only one that continued to dance with him was Karen. And Mia says in her confessional that she would expect nothing less. That's very on par for Karen. So Karen is saying once they're seated that the devil gyrated and gravitated towards her because he knew that darkness was coming. So everybody is like, "Ooh, who's the darkness?" And Karen said, it's you, Jacqueline. So Gizelle is like, look, you brought up these 8 balloons for the 8 citations. That was kind of effed up. You trespassed. You came uninvited to her house. That was effed up. Ashley is in her confessional saying that Gizelle has amnesia because remember Gizelle, Ashley, and Robin concocted that plan when Karen had first got to or first moved kind of back to Potomac, where they ordered those pizzas and delivered them to see if anybody was at this house that they did not believe that Karen was living in at the time. Yeah, but Giselle and Karen had just agreed to, I guess haze the girls or let the girls know what it is and what it ain't gonna be. So that's why she's doing this, Ashley. But Ashley loves mess, so Ashley probably loved the fact that Jacqueline did this and came on over. So Jacqueline said, well, you guys didn't let me explain, okay? I brought the balloons because I said the 8 heart balloons were symbolizing a release of the citations leaving her heart and her spirit. We get a flashback. Now, in Jacqueline's defense, Jacqueline did say that she was coming to release this weight, but you weren't invited, Jacqueline. And it did, I mean, you weren't invited at the end of the day. You did not need to come, right? So she then said that she wanted to extend an olive branch to Karen. She said that her and Karen have a bond. Giselle said Karen don't want you around her, which she doesn't. That should have been very clear from when y'all were in Lake Norman. Karen said, look, you trespassed at my home, and I take the security of my family very serious, and I have begun the process to pressing charges against you. I said, oh, Karen, oh my God. So then Karen goes on and it's like also releasing balloons into the atmosphere is illegal, and she makes some reference to like not getting arrested or something like that. Karen, 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 come here. You are the same woman that right now is going to, you are facing the possibility of jail. Karen, we saw the footage. We saw the body cam. We saw you saying that you were Thomas Jefferson's concubine. We saw you saying, I'm lit. We saw you saying, I'm very rich. We saw all of that. So, Karen, when it comes to jail time, oh my God, this is not your argument. Hands off, right? But at this point, Karen just knew that the footage would never come out. Oh my God. Okay. So Mia said that this is not the worst that Jacqueline could have done. Jacqueline said, look, I apologize for trespassing, but I would not apologize for my message because it was a message of love. Gizelle then decides to confront Mia for bringing up her kids. Now, there is a report that has come out that Mia was calling them girls whores. That is trash ass behavior. There is literally no reason to call somebody else's daughters whores. They're teenagers. They're teenagers. So Gizelle said, look, teenagers sneaking boys in is par for the course. We have all done it as kids. We've all done it as teenagers. This is not like some new revelating thing. So she said if she wants to present her kids as perfect on social media, then damn it, then they are. And I agree. If somebody wants to present their familial unit in a particular way on their social media platform, that is their right to do so. Just because Mia chooses to air out her family's dirty business and dirty laundry on TV, you cannot be upset that Gizelle doesn't want to do the same with her daughters. It is very few people that actually get on TV or get on social media and start dragging their kids for filth for the things that they do wrong. We know some of y'all do it for a click and a view, but I don't understand what Mia was trying to go with this point because it doesn't make sense. So Mia said, well, Gizelle, you pretend to put forth this perfect image when your kids are sneaking men in the back alley. And I'm like, back alley? Oh my God. So everybody is kind of like, okay, whatever. She accuses Gizelle of posting a highlight reel of her life, which is basically what social media is. So then Wendy decides to raise her hand and said, well, Gizelle, you bit my head off for thinking that me and Candace were making faces when you were talking about your daughters. So, and I was with Gizelle. I'm not going to compare the two. One, Wendy, you were. You were, but that was your second time because you also looked Grace up and down when she went out and drove Candace's car. So that's one. But two, there is a difference. And I've seen this conversation all up and down Twitter from last night. There is a difference with the amount of grace you are going to extend to a friend than you are going to extend to somebody that you have vitriol with, right? Let's also not act as if Gizelle ever truly gets in anybody's face. We have never seen an instance where somebody has said something to Gizelle and Gizelle snaps back at him right away. That's not what she does. She's not witty enough to do that. She was talking behind your back, to be honest, Wendy, to the other ladies. Y'all overheard her. Y'all came and confronted her. Then Gizelle responded back to you. But if we want to talk about selective outrage, because Wendy said in her confessional that Gizelle is selective on who she gives her anger to, so are you. Because Mia is the same bitch that threw a drink in your face, the same bitch that accused you of sleeping and messing around with Peter Thomas, the same bitch that hit you with her purse, that you just a couple episodes later lifted your shirt, your dress, and showed your snatch to when y'all were in the Dominican Republic. So Wendy, stop with that bullshit. Because you also were refusing to talk to Ineka about the shit that your mama did and the stuff that your sister and your cousin, whoever all of that was involved with her, but you just couldn't fathom to work it out with anybody else. Wendy, you have the same selective anger and outrage. Stop it. Stop that. It wasn't even about you. This is why I can never fully rock with Wendy. This is why. Wendy is so fake and fucking annoying. But then you want to turn around and later in the episode, you all up in Gizelle's face again. Here's your bag, Jizzy. This had nothing to do with you. And I feel that anybody that does not understand that Gizelle felt that her and Mia were friends, so you're going to be more taken aback at somebody calling your daughter a whore than somebody that you don't like, then y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. You are always going to give a certain level of grace or more grace to a friend or a person that you consider a friend than somebody that you don't fuck with. Gizelle did not fuck with Wendy at that time. As she told her, we weren't even on speaking terms. We weren't on speaking terms. She shut you down super quick, Wendy. You look stupid. You honestly look stupid. So Karen then said that no one has to speak on Mia and her family because Mia doesn't enough for them. So then, of course, Mia starts and pulls out the tears. The sad story about how she grew up unconditionally, and for her, anybody that extends love to her, and she starts talking about Mother's and Father's Day, and I don't know where that even came from. But she said that she's doing the best, and this is how she knows how to show up. What does that have to do with you calling Angel in the Door whores? What? What does that have to do with you even saying that? What does that have to do? What does you trying your best have to do with you attacking Gizelle's daughters who have done nothing to you? Minors at that. So she then goes on to say that, she wakes up every day and she just doesn't know what state of mind Gordon is going to be in, because Gordon just, we don't know what he's going to do and how he's going to behave. Stop using Gordon's mental incapacity as your storyline, Mia. Instead of you just acknowledging and accepting and apologizing to them girls, you decided to completely deflect and change course and start to get a sob story because you know you were wrong for that. So the women fall for it, and everybody is like, oh my God, oh my God. So Wendy tells Mia, look, I'm going to meet you where you are. Let me know how you want me to move forward with you. If you only want us to refer to what you actually tell us, fine, we'll do that, because she feels at this point it's just not fair to continue to kick her when she's down. Wendy, is that not being selective with your anger? Is that not being selective with your shade? Should I have put a definition of selective up on the screen? What is going on here? So they get back to the villa. Everybody's like settling in for the night. And Stacy is knocking on Gizelle's door to borrow toothpaste. Ma'am, whole ass adult didn't pack toothpaste. Okay. So the next morning, Jacqueline wants a picture taken of her. And she's like, well, I know Karen won't take it. Karen said, girl, give me the damn phone. So Karen takes a picture, hoping everybody can now just relax. Wendy gives the ladies gifts, a Stanley Cup and some Panamanian rum. Said that they're going to go on a rum tasting later. They're looking for Mia, who is noticeably not at the table. Mia is in the house in the villa on the phone with her mother. So Mia left her kids with the nanny over at Jacqueline's house, apparently with her kids as well. And Gordon went and picked the kids up from Jacqueline's house and drove these kids 4 hours to a different state to where their old nanny was. So Mia's trying to get in contact with the old nanny, who is not answering the phone. Mia does not know where her kids are. It's hectic. And that's how the episode ends. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Subscribe if you haven't. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a very safe and happy holiday season. And I will catch you guys in the new year. Peace.